Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at The Legend of Princess. This is a game by Konjak, and it is his kind of fan game for The Legend of Zelda. As you will see going in here, it is completely free to download, so I will of course link you to where you can download that. I do want to say real quick, sorry about the black bar on the left side of the screen. At least I'm getting that in my video preview. I'm not sure how to make that go away, so I think we're just going to have to deal with that. And basically the way this works is that we're going to get a different dungeon each time, depending on the items that we use. So that's kind of cool because it basically gives us a lot of options. I am using the Xbox 360 controller to play, so now we've got a bow and arrow. The first time I played was with the... I just played with like the base starting items. At least I believe we're supposed to get a different dungeon. Maybe it's not totally different, but I know the difficulty changes because there's the thing about the challenge. I haven't actually tried doing a different set of items yet, but we will certainly see later on into it what all changes, because there are some bosses and things like that. So I'm thinking there might be like certain bosses that are specific to your weapon choices, which is pretty cool. I think that's a neat idea. So as you can see, and here, there are a ton of, like, references to Zelda games, but, you know, there's also been, like, a lot of care put into this to make sure that it stands on its own, and that it's not just a Zelda game, you know, and I really appreciate that, you know, because, like, a lot of people make games that are, you know, basically Zelda games, and that's fine, but I feel like, you know, this is a much better way of doing it, because this has kind of turned Zelda almost into like a hack and slash in a way, which is really interesting. And it's not totally like just a hack and slash, but you know, we've got like kind of the side scroller. I guess like a more recent example of what this is kind of like would be like Rogue Legacy, kind of, in the gameplay. You know, we can do all like the typical Link moves, so we can do that. Our sword spin, things like that. And basically what this becomes is kind of like a micro Zelda adventure, if that makes sense. Because like I played through it, it took me maybe 20-30 minutes or so to finish the first time through. Yeah, these guys are crabby. Come on. Holy cow. Jeez, I got my ass kicked there. Alright, but yeah, I mean, like, of particular note, I think, with this, and that's not to say the gameplay doesn't, you know, stand out, but I think, you know, where it really stands out for me is the art style and the music. You know, I think both, like, really do a good job of referencing Zelda. Yeah, okay, so I guess we're getting basically the same dungeon, that's fine, but, our gameplay is certainly going to change, because the way that I beat the boss, actually, the boss and the mini-boss, was by kind of spamming the boomerang. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we don't have that. Okay. Yeah, for these guys, I just kind of, like, use this downward strike kind of move. Alright, got ourselves a little fairy. Oh, I thought we did anyways. Oh, there we go. Huh, I didn't actually do that the first time, I guess. Okay. So what does that do? I'm not totally sure. I activated it, but I don't know what that does for us. Interesting. Alright. So this one's kind of a pain because we're going to have a lot of those. I never remember what these guys are called in Zelda, but you know, the guys who hide in the water and attack us. You know, and I think that there's, like I said, there's been like a ton of care put into these, because they aren't just like straight up Zelda clones of the enemies, like they act like it, but I'm talking from like a visual standpoint. They all have like their own unique look to them, and I really love the artwork in this. There's obviously been like a ton of care put into just making it look absolutely gorgeous. Really crisp all around. The animations look really good. Like you can see if I just stand here, like there's this nice kind of like little movement, this little upbeat kind of movement to the character. And then all the slashes look really great. And then also we've got like, I love the face here. Like, you know, as much as I don't like using this word to kind of describe how something feels in a game, I end up using it quite a bit anyways. But everything looks and feels really satisfying. And that's like kind of the highest praise that I could give this, because being that it's kind of a Zelda clone in a way, it would be really easy to kind of screw this up. But, sorry, I was like button mashing there to make that work. But you know, there's, like I said, there's been a ton of care put into this, and you know, it definitely stands out as something that I feel is worthy of, you know, being called a Zelda fan game. There's just enough here that's like original to Konjak style, and hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Oh, yeah, go me. Let's just forget that I needed to do that. I believe Joaquin Sandberg is his real name, but I believe his developer name is pronounced Konjak. Hopefully it is. He's also working on Iconoclasts, which is coming out soon. Some people may know about that. I've been following it for a while now. And that also looks really good. But, you know, I think all around this is just like a really fantastic game. Like, there's just so much going on here that works. You know, the gameplay feels really crisp, feels really nice, really fluid in combat, and I think the biggest thing is it's super fast paced, and that's really pretty nice. I don't know what's going on with that. That's okay though. Okay, so now of course we get the other key. We could have done this one first, but I had already done this one, so I knew that it was harder the other one, so I was saving it. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna get the classic, never remember what these guys are called either. I'm bad at my Zelda names, apparently. But yeah, you know, they're gonna try and, I think they pull the block. I don't think they actually do anything to us, which is a little different from how they would act in a Zelda game. Okay, thank you. But still, annoying nonetheless, because we actually have to get this block all the way to the bottom. Again, oh wow, okay, so yeah, that's part of what I guess makes it more challenging, is this guy moves hella fast now. And they've got all these kind of, like, the spacing of stuff is spaced out just right, so that a lot of times you have to go around. So like here, I've got to go around again to make this work. So, you know, from a puzzle design too, this is like really well designed, really clever. You know, I'd probably say, like, as far as games that kind of, you know, and I don't want to use this as a totally negative term, but as far as games that kind of ape the Zelda thing, like, this is probably one of the best, if not actually the best. Okay, I don't remember. I think this might be... Yeah! I wanted to do that. Oh, of course, now I gotta bring that block all the way back around. No, I don't. That's right, that's the trick. There we go. Good thing I got that fairy, because I'm coming up on the harder of the two kind of stage bosses. I'll probably just do like a full playthrough here, because after this, there's this boss, and then there's... Yeah, wow, so this is gonna be interesting. because what I did here was I just spammed the boomerang. Holy hell. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, is that what I'm gonna have to do? Okay. I guess I can do that. Then we run him into a wall, hit him. He will fire some arrows, because he always has whatever you have. And this part's really cool. Because I think what's interesting about this is I never saw this in like a Zelda game. Oh! Luckily I've got my fairy, so that's alright. Classic Zelda fairies, of course, not healing me all the way. I think that's something that they changed in more recent Zelda games, if I can remember correctly. Maybe not. Yeah, I've never seen this kind of thing in a Zelda game before, which is super cool. Kind of a really unique take on the fight, honestly. And you're probably seeing now why I said it's kind of like a micro Zelda adventure, because we fought like Puppet Ganon, we're fighting our Shadow Self, and we're about to fight like another boss, all in like 15 or so minutes, which is really cool. I think that's like definitely the way to do it. Just like take the best elements of Zelda, kind of change the gameplay to fit your own style, and then throw it all together. That's awesome. I really love that. So yeah, let's go ahead and go fight this last boss here. Alright. And with the boomerang this was really easy, but I have a feeling this is not going to be quite as easy without it. Alright, again, I really got to give props to the music there. Of course, during the kind of earlier part of the game we heard a lot of fun like quotes from Zelda tunes, stuff like that. And I'm sure this is too, I just can't quite place this one as well, but this might be like one of the boss themes actually, which would make a lot of sense. But there's just enough original to like, so you realize like, oh, this isn't just like Zelda music. This is like a really cool way to do the soundtrack for this, because we've got kind of a mix of Zelda music that everyone will know, and some filler bits in between that obviously aren't Zelda. Alright, so we got Armored Monster with Crippling Weak Point, which is, again, another... let me guess. With the bow, I probably have to hit the eye. Be my guess, which is why this is going to be... Oh! Nope. Right in the chest. Look at that. Okay. Ah. So yeah, this definitely makes things a little more difficult. Especially because, so like with the bow, with the boomerang, I was able to get like 5 or 6 hits in every time the eyeball came out. Because what you do with the boomerang is when he's gonna use it to attack, you like boomerang it, and it comes to you, and then you're able to hit it a whole bunch. Okay, that's what I wanted, but I don't think I can get it. Oh, that's so unfortunate because they rarely drop hearts. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take a little while, but this is actually the end. So I guess I just want to reiterate here, like, just how awesome everything about this game is. Like, every element is really, really well crafted. And if nothing else, like, you should see this and probably get excited for Iconoclasts, which is also kind of another reason that I was covering this, because I am extremely excited for that game. There we go. See, I only got 1 hit in there. That's, like, really awful. It's just going to take a lot more rotations, I think, this part sucks. Than it did with the boomerang. Which I think is really interesting. I think that really speaks to how well designed this all is. That with like 3 main item sets and 3 secondary item sets. Like all of the puzzles and stuff still work, and all of the enemies and bosses can still be beaten. And they take a bit of a different strategy each time. I think that's, you know, like I said, I mean, that's really what that stands for. It's just like kind of the excellence in design here. Because, you know, it's one thing to just like design a Zelda temple built around a certain item, which is how Zelda games normally are. It's a totally different thing to design a Zelda temple built around 6 different items that can all be combined in different ways, things like that. That takes a lot more thought and, you know, kind of, I guess, care for the design and how the levels are kind of played out. Because one thing I didn't change is the double jump. And I know that there are items that, like, because that's my secondary item, that's the feather you're seeing there. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it. Oh, I did get it. Oh, still not killed him though, man. He's got a lot of health. He's not messing around here. Ah. Yeah, luckily for me, those bats drop health sometimes. Otherwise, I'd be done for. Oh, this one. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. So yeah, I mean, this is going to wrap up my Let's Look At here. But, you know, as always, feel free to leave comments if there's anything that you would like to comment on. I definitely encourage you to go check out the game for yourself, as well as follow the developer, you know, whether you're a Tumblr person, blog following person, you know, Twitter, whatever. Just follow the dev so you can keep up with what else they're doing and find out the latest news about iconoclasts. So, of course, it says at the end, you know, now go play the actual games, because you definitely should. Yeah, you should definitely play Zelda games. But other than that, you know, feel free to subscribe. Ah, sorry, that is so loud. Okay, that's a little better. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos every single day, and if you liked my video on Legend of Princess, then please do consider clicking the like button. But with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.